Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to another Roblox tutorial. So today we're going to obviously, by you guys can see out of the title, we're going to be making a pet. And this option, this tutorial was chosen by many people on my Twitter page. Go to @SpookSletsky, twitter.com/SpookSletsky, or click the link on my YouTube header. Every week after I post my video, I post a poll saying what should my next tutorial be, and you guys can have a chance at choosing my next tutorial. So I recommend following me and going over there every week and seeing if I have posted the poll. And if you do see the poll, go ahead and vote. Choose your next tutorial. Anyway, so let's go ahead and continue here. So on to the tutorial. To create the pet and to get this started, we're going to have a pet. We're going to have an instance. So we're going to create a new part, and you guys can customize it whatever you want. I'm going to make it a nice little cube, and I'm going to make him neon, because why not? Neon is a nice color. So we're going to make him a neon. There we go. Here is our neon little dude, and we're gonna make him a can collide false, so he can actually so when he goes through us, or whenever something happens to another player and runs into another player, it just goes through them. Next, we're gonna go ahead and insert a local script into our starter GUI, and if I can, there we go. And we're gonna go ahead and name this pet controller, if you want to at least. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of this print hello world, and we're going to do repeat, wait, and we're going to go ahead and do wait, get rid of the insert. So we're going to do wait, repeat wait until game.players.localPlayer, and we're also going to copy this and dot character. Now we're going to copy this because this is going to be used after, and we're going to make it so it tells us, okay, our pet controller has been loaded. Pet controller loaded. There we go. And we're going to create a function for this. So we're going to do function move pet, and we're going to name, we're going to do pet and then mode. And basically what mode does is that it will be basically if you want your pet to float, then that if it mode is equal to true, then it will float, and if it's equal to false, then it won't float and it'll just be on the ground. So anyways, let's continue here. So we're going to create our first local variable. So we're going to do local character equals game.players.local player.character. So basically we're taking the player that the script is controlling, the character, and we're going to character that. So what local player does, it's going to get it's going to get the local player. It's going to get the player that this script is in. And then we're going to do also, we're going to go ahead and create a few others. So we're going to go ahead and make it so we can locate where the pet is. So we're going to go ahead and do local our pet equals workspace, and then we're going to do pet. And basically what these brackets do is whatever is in front of them, for example, these are kind of like workers. They're like, okay, whoever's in front of us is the parent. Whoever is inside us or between us is the child. We're going to have to find that child in that parent, and that's what it does. So if we, oh, actually, you know what, I'm going to really quick gonna do something here. I'm going to name our little pet, and I forgot to do that, so it makes it easier for us. So, like, maybe if we have two pets, it'll choose a random out of those two pets, but it's going to look in workspace to find a any instance named pet, and that's what it does. And it also works with quotations. It just doesn't work with, it doesn't only work with variables. Now we're going to do local r mode equals mode, and then we're also going to do local base is equal to character, and we're going to look for left leg. Now the reason why we don't do character.left leg is because when it's not one word, it doesn't work out very well. It doesn't find it. So you have to put it in quotations for it to find it easily. So now we're also going to add another variable after this, and we're going to name this ink. And what ink does is basically it is the increment it's going to move by. So we're going to do local ink is equal to 0.7, and now we're going to add an if statement. So if mode is equal, whoops, wrong thing is, I keep pressing the wrong thing, equal true, then, and then we're going to make an else. Basically what this is saying is If it's true, do this, and if it's not true, then if it's nothing else than true, then do something else. And we're going to go ahead and put a comment down here, and we're going to go ahead and say if this if this is true, then make the pet float. If it's anything else other than true, then make it go. Make the pet go on the ground. So there we go. So we're going to go ahead and start off with just the ground part first. So we're going to go ahead and make a new variable called dir, or otherwise known as direction. So local dir is equal to cframe dot new, and we're going to get our pet and also our base. And actually, I just remembered, and I just figured out what would have been easier. If we put a local base in each one, we can make it so it's different. So we're going to make it locate the head for that and the left leg, so it makes it a bit easier for what I would have done. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get our pet dot position, and we're going to get base dot position. And there we go. And we're going to do dot look vector. And we're just going to get where it's looking at and where we should make it go to. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make it print our direction just for just reasons to make sure it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. So we're going to do a for loop, and then we're going to go ahead and set the cframe to this. We're going to make it to rpet.cframe plus, and we're going to go ahead and do this brackets, and inside this we're going to go ahead and do dir times inc, and this is just the direction times the increment, so it adds on to it. And actually, that is about it. All we have to do is just add a weight 0.05, and there we go. So let's go ahead and go over something very important. Now, some people do vector 3 instead of cframe. So let's go ahead and just press play, and I'll show you guys what happens and what our result is. Oh, you know what? I actually forgot something. I usually sometimes do this. I forget to call out the function while doing these tutorials, and I apologize for that. So we're going to go ahead and do move pet, and we're going to name pet, and we're going to name pet to what our part is named, and then we're going to set mode to false so it moves the part on the ground. So as you see, it is heading over to us right now. It's going to be going towards the ground. So here we go. This is our pet. Now, if we had it so it was so it was vector 3, it would have been our pet would have been moved up every time when it got into contact with anything. This is why C-frame is better, because it just makes it move around instead of making it go a certain direction but not do what it was supposed to do. So anyways, we have the ground one moving. We can go ahead and do the exact same thing very quickly just by going ahead and copying our dir, and we're going to copy this as well. Go ahead and put this under base, and that's about it. You're pretty much done. So now if we go ahead and change this to true, we can go ahead and press play. And now, as you see, it moves along with us. So that is quite neat. And yeah, it is quite neat, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and set our next part to this. So we're going to go ahead and insert into workspace a module script, and this is kind of like a bonus because I just kind of want to add and teach you guys a bit more. So we're going to learn about a few about module scripts currently. So we're going to name this pet commands, and we're going to do PC as for pet commands. So we're going to actually do pcom just for this to make it easier. And inside this, we're going to go ahead and do function pcom dot random brick color. And then we're going to go ahead and put in a few variables. We're going to put two variables, time and target. Now, the reason why we have to put the pcom dot random brick color, okay, so let me explain this. What pcom dot is basically it's saying, okay, we're going to put this function into the pcom table. And this is just the name. It's basically a normal function, but putting it in the pcom table. Now we're going to go ahead and this is actually a very short command. You guys can actually just keep ahead and do these. Just copy this and maybe take out the variables if you don't need any and change the name of the function. So change random brick color to whatever your name is. But for now, we're going to just include this one command. So we're going to go ahead and do target.brickColor equals brickColor.random. And there you go. Pretty simple. And we're going to make it go ahead and wait time. So we're going to go ahead and make it go over here. So we're going to make it wait and then time. And there you go. Pretty simple. We're also going to add something in here where we're going to set commands equal to true. And yeah, that's about it. There you go. Pretty simple. Not that hard at all. So here we go. Yeah, commands equal true. So we're going to make it so if the commands equals false, then it won't do anything. But here we are. Yeah, so pcom random brick color, and basically it just chooses a random brick color out of the list of brick colors you have. So that seems pretty simple. We're going to go ahead and insert a script into the pet. And we're going to name this command controller. And not screen GUI. I said script. I have no idea why it selected screen GUI. There we go, script. And we're going to name this controller. And we're going to go ahead and do local commands equals workspace dot. Oh, actually, we're going to have to do require. And we're going to go ahead and make a space, make this a bit neater. Workspace dot pet commands. There you go. What require does is basically means like, okay, we're gonna need pet commands, and we're gonna require that. And as you can see, we have it right there. And this is how modules are used. It's not workspace.petCommands dot like commands on. It does not work like that. You have to require it first. And commands equals true. All right. So that's what the thing is. So if commands.commands, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's like. If we go to pet commands, yeah. If commands.commands equals true, then else error. And what error does is basically when you have an error in your script, like the one up here. No, it's not there. But basically, it'll show this, but in red, which is pretty neat. And it's basically your own error creator. And I'll say like it errored on this line as well. Error, no commands are on, turning them on now. And now we're going to go ahead and go back in the pet commands, and we're just going to change this to a while wait. So we're going to do while wait do and end. There you go. Perfect. Our pet commands is finished, and we're going to turn on commands to true. So basically, if it's off, we're just going to turn it on to true for now. And you guys can change this if you want. If you don't want this, just go ahead and put the comma and change the error to whatever your message is. And if it is, then we're going to go ahead and set it to the command we want it to choose. So our command is pcom.randomBrickColor, or you do commands.randomBrickColor. And we're going to do inside these brackets time. And no, we're not going to do, sorry, we're going to put a number which is equal to time, and then we're going to do our target, which is script.parent, which should be fine for now. And if we go ahead and press play, as we should see, it should be coming towards us doing a random color every second. And as you see, it does do a random color every second, which is pretty neat. So that's basically our That's our little, I can't say anything, but that's just our little pet system right here. We have our pet commands located in workspace. We have our pet controller, which controls commands in our pet. And then we have our starter GUI, which is our pet controller, and it all works out pretty neat. So yeah, that's about it. This is our little pet, and this is a new son that is implemented, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So before I head off, I just want to ask you guys a question next to salutations. What do you guys think of the new effects? The bloom, the sun rays, the color correction, and so the color corrections and the blur effect. I think all these are fantastic, and it helps Roblox graphics improve. Whatever you guys think, go ahead and leave a comment down below. So anyways, with our normal outro, thank you guys for watching. If this helped you out, or if you just enjoyed this, go ahead and leave a like, and go ahead and subscribe if you guys want to see my other tutorials and see future tutorials coming out. And I have started a new thing where I am now reviewing my new OS currently being created. So go ahead and check out the first video if you guys want to see that. And yeah, if you have any problems, I'll go ahead and help you out down in the comments below. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.